Yeah. I like how you guys have the gold and the purple microphone.
Hell yeah, man.
We are what you call extra bitches?
Yes. Hell yeah.
It's like pimpin' colors there.
Yes.
That's funny because we were gonna be like, let's just get like gold and platinum, but like a platinum mic would just look silver.
Yeah.
And the
True.
implications of that was like, I don't want to get silver.
That's fair, right?
That's fair.
I'm second to none.
I don't want to feel like number 2. I already feel that way in my regular life.
I mean, I just said I want a golden ass Freddy Fazbear mic.
Yeah.
So it was done.
So it was done. Hell yeah, dude.
So do they come like that, or did y'all spray paint
No,
those?
we had a homie of ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have added rhinestones and shit.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm like, that's probably too much.
Yeah.
Rhinestones, we're not there yet. Maybe year
Hey,
3.
you can never be too extra.
Year 3, maybe.
Year
We'll take
th-
that. We'll take that leap.
Yeah, year
Rhinestones.
3.
We're
We'll
looking
dazzle
forward
out.
to
Maybe.
year 3.
We have someone on standby. It's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Dude.
That or the fucking like fake fur, like.
Yes, dude.
Can I do like the old Motley Crue? I just have like a whole bunch of shit hanging up.
But literal
Just
shit.
fuck up every recording.
Like literal logs.
There's all the shit dangling.
Why is there all this shit here?
That was just
Like
super
actual
heavy and overbearing every episode. It's like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
For the fans, but no one asked for
For
it.
the fans.
All 3.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pub Crew. And this week, we are featuring the lovely and amazing Trash Baguette.
I don't know about lovely and amazing, but we are
Baguette.
Trash Baguette.
These are synonymous with the band.
Have you heard us?
Yes.
That one was on me. I'll take the blame for that one.
I just showed up.
That's me fucking up.
I was like, okay.
That's me fucking up. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, welcome,
You can
guys.
cease to amaze me now.
We're professionals here. But welcome, guys. Thank
fuck
you
it,
for coming
man.
on here. We're glad to have you. We're also at Blazing Tree. In case you want to check it out, it's on Rojas, like right where that industrial park is. Like right next to like the Costco and all that. Is that a
After
Costco,
it.
Sam's?
Sam?
No, it's a Sam's.
It's a Sam's. You know what I'm talking about. You live in here.
It's like Rojas and Goodyear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, come check it out. Super cool. But thank you guys so much for fucking stopping by.
No problem.
Yeah, man, we're happy to be here, and thanks for inviting us. This is actually really, really cool.
I fucking hit that. Sorry.
Hella chill vibes, bro.
Hella chill vibes.
And yeah.
Honestly, I'd never heard of Blazing Tree, and I thought it was gonna be a smoke shop or something.
I could see why you were
Yeah.
confused.
I was thinking it was a biblical reference.
What if
Okay.
it's both?
Oh shit!
Has anybody like
know.
ever asked why?
Getting
it's
stoned
named-
for Jesus, man.
Dude, I had a
Hey, careful where you pitch that idea.
yeah, I wanted to make a sticker that says beer bongs for Jesus.
Beer bongs or regular bongs for Jesus.
Yeah.
Either way is fine.
I would wear
Gravity
that. You
bong
get to
to
decide if it's
heaven,
ironic or
bro.
not.
I'm gonna do this cake stand for the Lord.
For the Lord.
Which one? All of them.
All of them set me up.
I was gonna be super nerdy and be like, Artemis, guide me, but like nobody fucking cares.
Only one person here got it, and I shouldn't have.
Can confirm I didn't get it.
Can't confirm. Yeah.
I'm mad I got
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, but thank you so much for joining us, guys. You guys are what's known as a punk rock band.
Is that what they call it?
And you guys sound really fucking cool. You guys are very. I'm trying to find words. I should have thought of this before I started the fucking.
In other words, I use
episode.
work. No?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lovely. I like lovely. Yeah, we're. Yeah.
See, I knew it.
You
But-
could go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's like a very fucking powerful sound. Like you guys fucking rock the fuck out, and you guys have a good time doing it, and you look like you're having a good time doing it, which is like the greatest fucking thing that I can think of. What?
I shook the table. That was my bad.
Oh,
Like I felt me lean. I felt
thought
it shook.
something
So I was like,
happened. Yeah.
I won't do that
I
again.
thought you were having like fucking flashbacks. Like my cats jumped on me today.
Powerful sounds. Going back to this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, the toilet's trembling. The Browns are in the Super Bowl.
Kids have been dropped off.
I gave birth to Dumpzilla. As it were.
Dumpzilla.
There goes Tokyo. Oh, Dumpzilla. Dumpzilla. Ooh. What are we talking about? Oh yeah,
Stool.
Your band. So,
Oh,
anyways,
okay.
Also stool.
Yeah,
that's
We
right.
transitioned. There's a similarity there.
Yeah. Happy Pride.
Oh yeah, happy
That seems ill-timed, but okay.
I'm mad that
Love
the
who
best
you
joke
love.
probably just happened right now.
What are you gonna
Probably-
do
we're not
for
gonna come
40
past it.
minutes? we can just go home now.
Yeah, that
We're
was
done.
it.
That was it.
Thanks for
That was our
joining us
climax.
this
Thank you.
week.
Thank you
Speaking
for
of
that.
climaxes, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. No, Stool is my Tool cover band, but I only perform at bathrooms.
Specifically at urinals.
Yeah.
Just there. Like, I wish I knew a Tool song well enough to sing it right
Yeah.
now. I can't think of any Tool songs.
I know
Schism.
the feces fits on
The
toilet.
feces?
That's
Didn't they have a song? Didn't they have a song called Enema?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Perfect. They sure do. And I'll be honest with you. I've heard that song. Still don't quite understand what was going on in it. But then again, it's Tool. So I feel like I still understood what was going on in
Yeah.
it.
I've heard that song. I don't remember how it goes.
Me neither. I just know it pops up and I'll listen to it and be like, I still don't know what the lyrics were.
Yeah.
And I've heard it a fair share. I was like, I just don't know. But it exists.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
song.
Badass.
Yeah. But how long have you guys been together as a group?
Oh shit, man.
We don't count the
Kinda.
pandemic year as a year, so
Oh,
that
okay,
doesn't
yeah.
count. But
I'll call it as a half year.
We didn't.
I guess
play
it's
like-
like 3.
Yeah, we didn't play for like more than an entire year.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the, that. So, but then were we already a band for a year or two when?
Well, we were technically a band in California.
Yeah.
But we didn't have anyone else.
Yeah,
And
it
we
was
met this
weird.
guy.
There was
Yeah.
like 2 incarnations of the same name, but not really the same band.
I mean, it was the same songs though.
Some of them, a few.
But
Nice.
No, yeah, we ended up getting together after a Halloween show.
That's
but,
right.
Oh shit.
yeah, but
Yeah.
The best.
yeah,
Holiday of
We
all.
we were covering Bad Religion and.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was where the Perch used to be. Are you familiar with the Perch?
Tricky Falls
Oh
upstairs.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called it Buoy Feathers for a long time, and I was like insistent. Yeah, we played at Buoy Feathers, but it was
Yeah, that was
the
the other
Perch.
upstairs place,
Yeah.
I think. Or maybe that's what it used to be. I
It was
remember.
the Perch. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had like the downstairs section that was Buoy Feathers, but but that was technically our first gig with like the 3 of us. Well, and an
Yeah.
additional person.
Yeah, we had a 4th member at
Yeah.
first, but
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't really intend to become a real band. We were just like, well, yeah, we'll play a cover show for Halloween, like fuck it.
Yeah.
And then Shay asked us, was like, hey, you guys want to play a show sometime? She saw us there, and we're like, oh, we're not really a band, but I guess like we write songs sometimes, so like we'll learn them and play them and be a band. Okay.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's a synopsis for Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. I have not seen Scott Pilgrim, so
we've
Dude,
gotten that at shows a lot. It's
love
like, hey, you
Scott
guys remind me
Pilgrim.
of
Haven't seen
Scott
it. You
Pilgrim.
gotta
You
see
know?
it,
That's
man.
legit how like I saw get it or I saw and then it's like, do you have a band? Yeah. Do you play music? Yeah. Can you play the show? Yeah.
I guess that is
I
kind of
prefer
what
the
happened.
comic.
Yeah, the movie was really cringy.
That's just Michael Cera though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
no,
like-
it's the
yeah.
whole movie.
Oh,
It's not just him.
I have to admit,
Hey, you
though,
leave
I'm guilty of
Elizabeth
liking
Winstead
the
out of
movie
this.
Yeah,
for
look,
sure.
and the girl who
like-
played Julie, the Aubrey Plaza, she
Oh,
was
Aubrey
pretty
Plaza,
good in
yeah.
it.
No, I didn't know she was in that
Alright.
movie.
Yeah, she's the one that cusses and like it bleeps
Constantly
her out.
censored. Yeah.
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 Interesting.
But yeah, no,
Okay.
the
Early
book itself
Captain
is
Marvel
so dope. Yeah. Actually,
True.
we were just talking about this earlier. I
Yeah,
got
we
super
were,
pissed
huh?
off that like they cut out all of the Kim stuff. Like, anyway, whatever. We just,
Anyways,
like,
yeah.
just Scott Pilgrim stuff. But like, as far as inspiration for you guys, like, what fucking made you guys want to like start like making like, I guess just fucking music in general? Like, what inspired you guys? If you guys want to,
I mean, I was done with work. I used to be a researcher at a college, and it's just like this. They made me work around the clock, and I'm just like, okay, there's got to be something more to life than just working, you know. So
Word.
like, we have a lot of songs that are talking about that, where it's like fuck work, like like we're not meant to be peons, like we're humans, we need to enjoy our life,
Yeah, that's super sick.
yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
can get behind that.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
These
I just heard
guys-
screaming. I'm sorry, I didn't look at your lyrics.
Well,
They're not very good.
I'm the
anyway.
screamer of
He's
the
our
group,
token
actually.
screamer.
Yeah. So if you understood any of my lyrics, well, kudos to you. But those are the hardest ones to understand, man. But
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and it's funny because all the songs that I write, like I've kind of like made it a joke to just purposely have all the songs that I write start with the letter A. So the two songs in our album is called Apathetic and Affliction, and then we wrote a couple other songs. There's this
Addiction.
one Addiction was
By
actually
default.
originally called Smegma Stain, but because it was probably a little too much, so we
It's not enough.
I'm definitely intrigued.
Kind of like how we originally tossed around the possible band name Colostomy Baguette, and we're like, let's dial it
No,
back.
the reason we were
little
not.
bit.
You're telling me Colostomy Baguette got passed up?
No, we couldn't take it because it was already taken.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Oh, ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Who already took Colostomy Baguette?
I don't
They
know.
were like
some-
a one-off band for like one show. I don't think that counts. I think we
Sons of
could have gotten
bitches.
away
That
with it,
doesn't count.
but it is
I
a
would've
little.
fought by
much.
the name.
If you can defeat them in hand-to-hand combat, I think you can take the name.
That's
I
fight for
think
my
I'm
Colostomy
actually
Baguette.
kind of glad we went with Trash Baguette.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's you don't know.
I
Imagine
really
seeing
have come
Colostomy
to
Baguette
like
on
the
a
name.
flyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trash Baguette. It's like
That's awesome.
a beautiful play on words.
Yeah,
It is.
that's super cool. Yeah, I mean, I know it's super hard to pick band names like
All the good ones are taken.
yeah, like if
Oh, like fucking Magenta Placenta. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's
taken.
taken.
That's a good
Placenta.
band name. Like or like Steal
Wow.
Shit Do Drugs. That's such a good band name.
That's fucking sick.
That's someone's band name.
You know, my favorite band name of all time will forever be the Presidents of the United States of America. It's just so
It's a good band name.
excessively
Yeah.
long and annoying,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And for short, Pusa.
Hey!
Or pot user.
Oh, yeah,
Presidents of
pot user. Yeah, dude. There you go, man. Well, I guess we're just going to have
That's
like
another
different...
stoner band.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's after my own heart. That's a fucking stoner band. Man. Yeah, you guys do drugs? No, we'll talk about that later. Sorry.
We're on talk
you
about
got the wrong band on that for that.
We live in Texas. Can we talk about that here?
It's like our other band does.
Oh, that's right. It's the Trash Baguette, half of us is also part of another band.
It's
and-
like 2/3.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm a half person.
No, sorry. You're right. Technically, it
I
is
mean,
2/3.
we are in
No,
Texas,
only half my soul is in Trash Baguette.
It's because I'm so
I
fat. I
split my
consider
soul
myself
into
2 in
multiple
1.
parts.
dude.
I was kidding.
There you go. It happens. The math has to check out somewhere.
That's true, man. I'm just like so a lot of times when we're playing the shows, like I like play shirtless, and but I also start to realize that like, man, I'm so fat, man. Like I probably like offending so many people with like my bouncing titties, like
Dude.
just going
First
up
of all,
and
who's
down.
offended by bouncing
Hey,
titties?
you know what?
Well,
It's
but
their
hairy
problem.
nipple
Everyone
option,
likes
you know?
titties, dude. Everyone likes titties, and big is beautiful. Like you gotta think
Hell
that,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I do certainly try.
Do you want to become a permanent member of this podcast? We need to,
My
that's the
confidence
kind
is
of
fucking through the roof
yeah.
right now. That's
kind of
all I needed to
positivity
hear
we
today.
need at
Sexy
Pub
bitch, you take off your shirt right
That's
now.
all I need.
We're gonna show.
No, they have to pay for that.
Yeah.
I
Join
know.
our
we don't
own
give that up.
Right.
Check our
Join our
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
You got a tip for that.
Exactly.
Ooh, what kind of tip are you asking for?
Just the tip.
Just the
Yeah.
tip. There you
Fucking-
go.
I don't know how I feel
Nothing
about
more
high
than one
fiving over that.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, saying just the tip and then high fiving feels very uncomfortable.
Hey,
That's half.
bro.
That's 2/3 of an
Like-
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
There was a simulated Eiffel Tower in somewhere in there.
Just don't make eye contact. It puts
Yeah.
me off.
We'll call it an airful tile. Airful.
You're lucky I don't use
The awful
Photoshop
tower.
anymore.
Yeah,
Awful tower.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of into it, but everyone's kind of grossed out by it. But we're just gonna go with it. It's whatever.
Oh, like my love life.
Yeah, but back to like I guess like the inspiration of our music. I used to be a teacher, and
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, me too. That's why I'm not a
In
teacher
Texas?
anymore in Texas, dude.
We're like ranked 49.
Oh, dude.
Thank
Well,
you,
I-
Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's it was a pretty decent gig, but I think the problem was is that I went into it not knowing full well that I wasn't gonna stay in it forever, man. And the majority of the time that I was in it, I was very like unhappy, man. But I mean, I met some good kids. The kids, actually, believe it or not, are usually never the problem. But it's the how you say, the politics of teaching that tends to be the most distraughting, you know. So when you have to deal with, I guess for people that relate, like bosses are hard, man. If you don't have a good relationship with your boss, you're gonna have a miserable time in your job. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's and so a lot of like, I think about like for one of the songs that I wrote, Apathetic, it's like pretty much that, like thinking about like you're going through a hard time, and so you're like, the perspective is that people don't really want to hear what you're going through. Is like, just shut the fuck up and do like what you're supposed to. Like nobody really cares, and so people become like apathetic on the the qualms of other people.
For sure.
Yeah,
I think that's what sucks about teaching in general, is it's kind of like, just shut up and do your job.
Yeah,
And
dude.
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the amount of like stuff they make you do outside of the class is like ridiculous.
Bullshit.
Because you got to come up with your lesson plans. You got to be at, I don't know if you're gonna be at, like there after school, but like there's so many hours that you put into it.
Yeah, that's always that's the down part of like salary. Is like, yeah, you get for sure money, but that also means that your hours like go beyond what you're expected, which, you know. Oops, sorry.
They're not telling you have to do it, but if you want it to work,
if you want to be successful, you have to. Yeah, and I wasn't even successful. I sucked, and I did stay after school a lot, and I still ended up sucking. So it's what it is.
Like honestly, it's a problem with the system. It's not you.
yeah, for sure.
Like they expect kids to go through this thing, and then like there's no emotional support. Like if you have problems and you're doing shitty in your class because you need someone to talk to, they're gonna talk to the teacher, but the teacher's already overloaded with all this other shit, you know?
Yeah, dude. And then post-COVID, man, or rather the teaching during COVID, that was a hot freaking mess, dude.
I can
like,
imagine.
Yeah, man. Like, and it was hard enough to get kids engaged, but then the expectation is like, you know, the reality was those kids were gonna fall behind like the entire time. They had the opportunity to just be checked out for an entire year, dude. Like
they're fucking playing Fortnite. Like all tabbing.
You learned how to build in there.
Timmy, turn on your camera. Sorry, miss, I'm busy. Fortnite in the background.
Number one battle royale. It's like, are you playing fucking Fortnite?
Hey, Royale, yeah, Fortnite without kills on the board right now. Tomato time. I don't know how the melody goes.
Honestly, though, that's a bop, man.
It's
such a good song.
I haven't heard it in a while.
I
It's catchy,
prefer
though.
actually, I don't know if I do prefer the remix. It's so good. Sorry, Estelle.
Oh man, that's super cool.
Oh fuck! Since we're already way into it, how are you guys liking the beer?
Oh, it's pretty good.
This is great.
like it.
This
It's
one
tasty.
like tastes like smoke and banana.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
It's like a honey
Oh, the honey
Hefeweizen.
Reminds me of that Dead Milkman song, "Smoking Banana Peels."
It's like drinking.
I mean, or it's
banana
like cigarettes after sex.
Yeah.
Good
So,
reference.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound super dumb because I don't have like a lot of beer knowledge, but most Hefeweizens have like banana, right? Like
For sure.
Yeah.
I just
They're
noticed
usually
how blue your fucking beer looks.
Yeah, what do you
Like,
got?
that's fucking
Oh,
trippy.
dude, the Northern Lights. It's
Northern
so good.
Lights. Yeah.
CBD and like it's like floral and herbal. It's like apparently like an iced tea, a tea beer, but it's like so good. Hell yeah.
I like
And
the
I'm
color.
super chill.
It kind of looks like
Yeah.
squid ink, but like
I don't know if you guys can
cooler.
see it, but like it's like purplish, bluish. Depends on how the light hits it. Super
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Totes recommend.
If you really want to see it, fucking come check it out.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
Get your
right.
ass down here.
Get your fucking asses here.
Oh man, that's super sick though.
And what do you guys got?
I don't remember.
This is a beer.
It was something.
It was a double IPA.
Yeah.
Oh dang. They're just super hoppy.
There's some hops in
It's
there.
not as hoppy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's
There's
true.
There's no
It's-
rabbit in
it's
there.
good. I like hops. They're tasty.
All
I got the
right, it
white
was like,
rabbit.
hurry
The
up
white
and
rabbit,
wait or
dude. I'm a
something.
fan of stout,
Hurry
dude.
up
I
and
think
wait,
stouts
that's
are
correct.
super smooth, man.
Oh hell yeah! That's
Hell yeah.
what I usually go for.
And then it's what is it? It was like Mexican chocolate, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
it's fucking good.
Chef's
Little
kiss right
abuelita
there,
chocolate.
brother. Hell yeah.
No, this one's really good, and that's why it's funny because usually when we come here to record, they're always out of this one, the White Rabbit. So I usually end up getting like the pecan porter. But then they're out of the pecan porter this time. But they had the White Rabbit. I'm like, it was meant to
Yeah,
be.
they always run out.
The pecan porter is award winning, right?
Yeah, it's one of their flagships. That one and the peanut butter brown are like, those are the two that are always top notch.
It sounds excellent. Hopefully, we'll be able to try that one next time.
Yeah, that's why it's Sunday, so they're at the end of the week. So if it goes, it goes. But they'll have some more this week. They
For
usually, 'cause
sure.
those ones always sell.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I mean,
Go to burp again. Ooh, pardon.
Real
Pardon.
burp.
Heck yeah, beer burps, dude.
Hell yeah.
If it smells like CBD, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Thank
you're not
you.
the only one.
Sorry. Or you're welcome, I guess. It depends.
Hey. Just put it in my mouth, dog.
whoa.
Have you ever
Whoa,
tongue
hold on.
wrestled before?
I think that's where it went a little.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Happy Pride.
That's where I crossed the line. Yeah, I was talking about enemas earlier, but do a little bit of gay shit on Pride Month?
Ah, yeah.
Really on Pride Month?
I think that's totally fine. That sounds like good consent right there. Put it in my mouth.
I asked.
It's a request.
Yeah.
Enthusiastically. That's okay.
Consent is important, guys.
Yes, exactly. See?
I'm not
You should
judging.
wait
I'm
for
just
someone
saying,
to say.
If it came up on the channel, I'd change it. I'd be like, all right, this is too much.
Sorry, we're
What saying
ruining
is
your
You need
podcast.
to wait for someone to say.
No.
just
We
put
did
it
that
in my
ourselves. Don't
mouth.
worry. We're past that. It's okay.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, no, we've done some dumb shit on this podcast. We've said some really dumb shit on this podcast, so it's cool. Don't worry.
I just
It's our
assumed
own
anything
demise.
goes. Yeah.
We've done dumb shit on this podcast before.
A podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
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 Absolutely.
Let's do some real dumb shit. Who has some fireworks? Let's set off some fireworks.
You know what?
Right
Hey,
now.
kids, once you gotta get kicked out of an
Right
establishment.
now.
Honestly though, I've
What
been
if they're
rewatching Jackass,
sparklers?
dude.
Man.
What a freaking series,
Oh my
man.
God.
Jackass. Freaking love it so much. And yet, like, looking on it, it's like, there's a lot of shit and pee
Yeah.
and like throw up and like broken shit, dude. But man, I love Jackass actually.
Yeah. I feel like if I could get paid to do fucking crazy shit like that, I would take it.
Victor.
True.
So Victor and I went to high school together,
That's
and so when I was a freshman and we were both in Pitt, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah.
We were in the drum closet. I don't know if you remember, but there was like a double bass pedal, and they double bass pedal the shit out of my testicles, man. And
Oh my God.
I'm glad you didn't leave out a pause after you said we were in the drum closet.
and we never came out.
This
One time at band camp.
Well, this is truly one time in band camp.
Yeah.
It literally was like a summer
Emotionally,
band
I
camp.
never left that
You got
spot.
a
I
double bass
stayed
pedal
still
to the
there.
nuts.
Yeah.
Reliving those moments day to day.
I wasn't expecting that to be real. Because
No,
like,
yeah.
you know, I have this pillow that's shaped like a wiener, and I took his double bass pedal and I did the same thing.
Oh,
it's just
dude.
natural.
I-
But I wasn't expecting
True
that.
story, man. It was legitimately a thing. It was
Yeah.
like the drum line, the cool people that were like the seniors in the drum line, and I was doing like little mini stunts. I remember there was like an old ass milk
Oh,
cup that was still in there, and I drank
Oh
it.
yeah, that one was gross.
That
I
was-
remember that.
God.
That one was gross.
Yeah,
I
it was,
have to ask, was it chunky?
it was very chunky.
Oh, good
Yeah.
That
God.
was the first time,
Oh,
and
it's yogurt.
It was like.
It's
I don't remember if I
cheese.
threw up though, so that must probably
No,
be.
I don't think you did.
Yeah,
Actually,
I was-
you just like rinsed your mouth out and like spit it all out. But you
Yeah.
don't throw out. Throw
Dude,
up.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it got pasteurized, so you
Yeah.
didn't.
True.
Nothing quite like a fine aged cream or extra chunky.
Sun-dried milk.
Yeah.
Just kind of clear out
Dude,
your
that's so
system.
gross.
Oh,
For your bones, you
man.
still get all the calcium. I hope.
True.
It's nutritious.
You know, they say it helps build the immune system, or you know,
DIY yogurt.
yeah,
Very punk
exactly.
rock.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
probiotic.
This is a very gross Greek yogurt.
Let me tell you, I made some yogurt afterwards too, man. But it was more chocolate, chocolate yogurt.
So you are in fact saying the milk was pasteurized.
Oh, there-
So it worked as intended.
you know, I found out I'm lactose.
What a
Oh, I'm a
shitty way to
Capricorn.
find out.
What a shitty way to find out.
All right, thank you for joining us on this podcast.
Is this a quick escalation, or have we like eased our way into
I don't
it?
know. He hasn't said why he's He started the band, yeah.
Oh.
And he's the lead singer.
We're long past that topic.
We're on the lactose.
Yeah, we are on the lactose.
Pretty sure you could just get some toes.
Yeah,
You
right.
lactose,
If you lactose,
yeah.
it just...
I'm lacking
Yeah, I
toes.
got prosthetics for that.
Jesus.
Some good old dad jokes.
Hey, I thought I would go into making prosthetics, and I can figure out the circuitry. So I failed my circuits class. So
Oh,
that's why I'm
shit.
not making robot like silicone parts right now.
That's a
Damn.
damn shame.
I'm really sorry. I thought you were gonna make a joke, but you just got like super serious, and I'm like, oh, that's dope.
Just saying.
I honestly thought she was gonna come up with a pun. I'm like, oh no, this is real.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
circus prosthetics? That's
Circus.
Circus prosthetics. Circuit prosthetics.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
On the other hand,
That's a tongue
You make
twister.
Do I have
noses-
trouble with words? Sometimes.
You make noses for clowns. That's circus prosthetics.
Circus
Yeah.
You're gonna rule the world.
prosthetics.
You watch.
Am I talking into this enough?
but the
I think I'm
circuits,
not.
cut off. I don't think you would need it for your toes. If you cut off your leg above the knee, you would need it, because it helps to have a robotic knee.
Oh
You
shit,
know.
man.
That's actually one of my dreams when I die. Not dreams, requests.
Why would you need it when you're dead?
Because I wish to come back as a cyborg.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be my villain arc.
I'd love to come back as a cyborg and stop you.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
just gonna be on the podcast again.
Yeah.
Pub Crew 2099.
The revival.
Rival was at first, then we just go back to making a fucking podcast. We keep using our tools, our powers for good. Welcome to another episode of Pub Crew.
It's just our heads, like we destroyed our bodies in the
It's
battle.
all Futurama stuff. We're just talking heads at this point.
Dude, if you had to be a cyborg, but you had to be like a Futurama head, would you do it?
Yes.
Would you guys do it?
Fucking yes.
Futurama head.
I
I
don't
don't
get the
know,
reference,
man.
Just a head in a jar?
in
I don't know if I
Futurama,
could, man.
They encase their heads
In like
a
shark.
lacrosse jar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're just stuck in
I
that
guess,
jar.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your head's stuck in the jar, but sometimes they can attach them to like robots and shit.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, maybe, sure.
It's like if that's the
You
if
do get
that's
fed
how-
like a fish though. Like
It's
it's
true.
just like flakes that
Sprinkles.
they have to put on.
That's why
on
Richard
top.
Nixon's in the show.
I
They brought him back.
think there was also Walt Disney at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's actually my request. I told Cynthia, my look, if I die, just put all my organs to science. I wanted to become a robot. She said, but how will you know? I either will or I won't.
Yeah.
It's either going to work out or it's not my problem.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's what explosive experts say.
Yeah, right,
Like,
yeah.
don't you worry about dying on your job. It's like, well, if I do, it's not my problem.
I'm either going to defuse the bomb or
Yeah.
it's no longer my problem.
True.
That's how I feel about donating my body. It's like, well, what's going to happen to your remains? I don't know. They're either all going to be together with me. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
That's for everyone else to find out. Assemble me like the Dragon Balls. I'll go get all my body parts.
Oh, but we're talking
Find a
about.
necromancer.
I mean, it'd be cool to go out in a climax. Just
But we're talking about like Earth Dragon
There we
Balls or Namek Dragon Balls. I don't know if the planet.
Well, if I die on
matters.
Earth, for sure it has to be Earth.
It has to be. But what if somehow, Namek Dragon Balls happen to be here? I don't know.
Look,
Pretty sure-
we can do it, but it's gonna take 300 episodes.
It is
Yeah.
gonna take 300 episodes.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be my villain arc. It finally works, and I come back as a villain.
A whole lot of filler. The true villainy is the filler episodes.
And then now we have the next 300 episodes. That's the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
arc. You see
And
how
then
that
5
works?
minutes to actually resolve this whole conflict. Like,
It'll get resolved in the next 10 episodes. You know, when the dialogue proceeds.
but really, just the single dialogue getting to the point is like.
yeah, how
another
many
20
cutscenes are
episodes.
there gonna be?
All of them.
How
All
much
of them.
filler?
It's
all the filler.
All the filler.
There's gonna be an episode just solely on like the person who's putting you together, like getting coffee, and
Yeah.
how like they can't, like they go to like 10 different places to get coffee.
Only for them to realize I should just hire an intern.
There's like a bunch of like drama side arcs on the side. It's like, why are we gonna go back to put them back together?
Maria, ¿por qué? It turns into like a novela.
No, it'd be like a rom-com side story.
Oh, okay. Somebody get Jonah Hill on the line.
Seth Rogen's gonna make a cameo.
That was a good Seth Rogen laugh, man.
Seth Rogen, thank you.
That was Seth Rogen in stereo, dude.
Oh man. So I guess Aaron, so
Yes.
what bands were you in originally, man?
I've played in a few over the years. Most of them weren't very good.
Weren't many very
no,
good?
they weren't very good.
Oh,
So
I've been in a lot of not very good bands.
what was the band that? So because we met through George Salas,
Yes, I used to play with him in a band called the Turbo Props.
the Turbo Props. That's what it was. I'm sorry. I
And
know.
So it was kind of weird how that happened. I met a guy, Alex Matney. I don't know if you ever knew him.
I don't know if I know.
But I met him at a Stockyard Stoic show. It was like right after I got my first card. I was like, I'm gonna go to shows.
Yeah.
And and so I met him, and he's like, well, me and some friends are like gonna get together and jam in like a garage. And I was like, all right, cool, sure, that'll be fun. And he was a lot younger than I realized. But so I got there, and I was like 19, and there was a bunch of like 15-year-olds there, and I was like, oh,
Ooh.
this is kind of weird.
Oh shit.
But me and George like really like got along musically and stuff. Like we liked a lot of the same things, and we jammed. And so I was like, all right, I'll play with this band for a bit to like we'll see where this goes. And so we played together for like a year, and then I left, and then I rejoined a couple of years later, and kind of back and forth. And then all these many years later, he introduced us.
He did introduce us. So did you do any of the antics with George? Because he would tell me he would do some crazy shit, man. He did some really.
I was too old for the antics.
Yeah.
I was aware of some of them.
Yeah.
I told you guys, I'm too old to be a Power Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I won't disclose any of the antics, especially because he's a married man, and
Right.
But he's done some crazy shit for
George,
sure.
we're talking about you.
I've
George,
heard and
if you're
seen
Do you want to go to
quite a
plug
bit
his
of this,
socials
yeah.
right now?
What's his Instagram?
What's his
We'll add him.
What is his
At Insta. What's his
Like,
at Facebook? Let us
Isn't it
know.
like George
But
Salas
it wasn't
guitar or
just him.
something?
It was the entire.
Oh well, like
The
Caesar
whole
Go ahead and
too.
flash it up right here.
Adam, I think too, at some point, right?
Adam was more mellow. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just
Hey,
like
Adam,
he's been super
okay,
down to earth.
when did
always.
Adam
Yeah.
lose his finger? Was that during?
That was before I knew him.
Oh, okay.
shit.
Yeah. He got his
Oh,
finger
shit.
bit off.
Mutilation.
Well, it's
He
just
got
a
his
tip.
finger bit off by a dog.
Oh, shit.
He's still a really good bass player, though. He's like the
Oh,
best
that's
bass
He's
fine.
player.
an amazing.
awesome.
That's some Tony
Yeah.
Iommi shit.
Yeah,
right?
dude.
the best
Actually,
player,
Can I
bass
ask
player I
which
know
finger
is
it was?
like it was the middle one, but it was just a
Yeah,
tip.
he can't flip people off anymore. He's all like this when
Oh,
he
that
flips people off.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
He'll never get the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Bit off by a dog.
We love
this is
you,
a half
Adam.
fuck you.
I feel like if I were to lose any finger, it'd be the ring finger.
Yeah.
I feel like, cause like you need the pinky, like you need these.
You know what,
two.
though?
Definitely need a
Like,
thumb.
I
The weird thing about ring fingers is like they are usually
I-
your most useless finger, but like when you're a guitar player, they're actually kind of the most important.
I use
finger.
all
Oh,
four of my
shit.
fingers
No,
when
yeah.
I play bass.
Unless
I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Like,
Left
good,
hand.
it's your style.
Like your
Like, I
left
don't see-
hand.
Well, I started out as a violin player, so I used
So
all
there
of
you
my
go.
Like for
fingers,
normal
so-
people, your left hand ring finger is like the most fucking useless finger you have. But if you're a guitar player, it's like the most important finger you have. It's so weird.
If you were to be missing that ring finger, you think because apparently what is like you can like you can't move one finger without like moving the other. Like if I try to move that
Yeah.
pinky
Pinky and the
down,
ring,
yeah, like the ring is the pinky's bitch. Like that shit
Yeah.
follows
Kinda,
like wherever
yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, that's,
No, the ring is independent.
I would
but
like
the
to
pinky
respectfully
moves.
disagree, sir.
No, but the pink. I'm sorry. The ring is the
Thinking of the-
It's like if you move the pinky down, the
Like
ring
this?
falls.
Is that
Oh
how
my
you? I
god.
never watched Star Trek.
You know, I'm sure your lover is like
I'm
have
like-
no complaints. Look at that, such dominance
Does
of
it?
That's-
digits.
Oh, that is
cannot.
way too much fingernail for that purpose.
I'm going to have to ask you to mind your business, sir.
You know, surprise. He's into vampirism, so he's got to bleed a bit and then drink from a cup. And I'm just kidding.
no, you were right.
We do blood enemas around here.
Yeah.
Goes straight to the system.
Yeah.
It's great.
We
It's great.
We
It's
didn't
great for
tell you
iron.
guys, but our actual like he's actually like a vampire and I'm actually a werewolf.
Oh,
And that's our demographic, really. Like that's who we make the show for.
I really took a shot in the dark, man.
There's
So,
like every month or so where we have to duke it out, but I mean, it's just the
it's
rights,
only on the blue moon. Blue moon. Full moon.
surprise, your werewolf powers are activated by Blue Moon beer.
Oh yeah. Actually, beer does make me into a beast. I've known to fuck shit
That's
up
what she
with-
So
said.
how do you feel about your representation in media?
Huh?
How do you feel about your representation in media?
Oh,
I'm happy. I'm happy to be represented.
Happy
Yeah,
to
well, you
be-
got fucking Hugh Jackman representing you in movies.
And fucking the guy who looks like a llama in Twilight.
Oh man, he does look like. a
Look, those
llama.
sparkly bitches can go fuck themselves, is what I'm saying.
Dude.
They're not really vampires.
So
They're
when
pixies.
So when they make
You
the
all
live
like the
action Emperor's
sparkles.
New Groove, they need to hire that guy.
Dude,
Yes.
Patrick Warburton has to reprise as
Oh, yeah.
freaking Kronk, dude. Patrick Warburton,
Oh,
his
yeah,
voice
he is
literally makes me lactate.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh, it's the
Peter.
Squeak, squeaker.
Peter.
Oh, dude, I love your Patrick Warburton. So good, man.
I have a lot of free time.
Oh, that's like the shit that makes my prostate like clench for dear life, man.
So you're saying go, hey, Peter.
Oh,
Your prostate just goes,
that's like
"Hey,
a Kegel.
Peter."
That's a Kegel exercise right there.
Speaking of prostates, when's the last time you guys got
A prostate exam.
Man, this was the wrong band for this. Our other band
Yeah,
has
other
a
band-
song
we have
about
a song
that.
about our other band has a song about prostates. Essentially, if you can't afford medical insurance to get your prostate checked by a doctor, just tell the police that you're smuggling drugs and they'll check for you.
Yeah, that's smart. That's very smart.
Health tips from the
Yeah.
pub crew.
I feel it's like they're
Doctors
checking.
hate him.
And people
Just
said we
one
weren't
trick.
educational.
Very educational.
Based on a true story.
You can't learn to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, we DIY so many things in this band. Like, we should just DIY a prostate check.
Hell yeah, dude! Like I feel something in there. I just can't pull it out. No, that's just my prostate. It's engorged.
Guys, I feel it, but I can't get it. Can you help me out? You need to stop. Stop, please. You need to go to a hospital. That's not okay.
Just going in there with the pliers. Just,
Oh,
just
shit.
pull.
Oh, God.
That's the sound.
Hold on, let me backtrack here. Werewolves, vampirism, Emperor's New Groove, colostomy. No, I've gone too far back. Anal, prostate. Okay, that's how we got here.
That's how we got there.
Because
yeah.
it gave you. Okay, I was trying to figure out how we got here.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah, the
I was
Cusco.
trying to figure
Yeah,
out what led
Patrick
us here.
Warburton.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Honestly, dude, it was impressive that you remembered what we were talking about 5 minutes ago. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
I had to. 'Cause I was legit like, how did we get to prostate?
Through the butthole.
That's the answer I was
That
looking
is the answer.
It's the way.
Sorry, the answer should have
Down your
been, what is the
esophagus.
that,
That's
is,
butthole?
too
that deserves a
long,
golf
right?
clap. Hold on.
Thank
You
you.
can't hear it, but you know.
Thank
whatever.
you. It's claps, I hope.
That is miles of sigmoidoscope. You cannot
It's either
do
claps
that.
or a
I'm
sad
sorry.
trombone. Either way, I think I'm okay with it.
Right. So I guess we're talking about like how the band, I guess, originally came to be, right? So we had.
Yeah, sure. We're talking about that.
You want to learn
was
more
like
about
40
trash
fucking minutes ago.
Baguette?
We should just put this at the beginning.
Hello.
Hi.
Good.
All right,
good.
All right, thank you.
That was our
I thought she was going
bartendress,
to ask
right?
if we wanted
Yeah.
more beer.
Yeah.
What, you wanted more beer?
Oh, if you want, that probably was the perfect
To be
opportunity.
fair, we said we
I'm
were okay.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we
No, I'm
did.
all right.
I lie all the time. I'm not okay.
I'm not okay.
There you go.
I'm not okay. I'm
okay.
not all fucking okay.
Wear me out.
Jeez.
Well, if you wanted, I'm sorry, I turned into like auto for like half a second. Whoa, dude.
Wait, did you want another round or?
Yeah, we can
do
fucking pause here
intermission
for
real quick.
yeah.
And then we'll come back to the question.
In case anybody needs to take a piss. Yeah, we'll get started with the first question at minute 50. of this, okay?
We can do that if you guys want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, you can take a piss, go do whatever you need to do.
I wish I could
Absolutely.
still take a piss. I'm too old for that anymore. I should get my
Let me
prostate
just
checked.
put a bag up in my ass first.
It's one of 12 Aerosmith songs that sound the same. I can't tell if this is amazing or crazy or angel or.
Dude, Jaded, crazy. Those are my least favorite songs. I hate Jaded and Crazy. Like 90s Aerosmith.
I'm not a big fan. Oh, I like some 90s Aerosmith, but I don't like Crazy all that much.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
Jaded's
Crazy.
alright.
And that's like
Yeah, Jaded's
arguably their biggest song.
I only like Jaded because he actually wrote it about like his fucking band member's girlfriend who's like, dude, you're not in this band. Like, you're jaded as fuck. Like,
Am I smelling Yoko Ono syndrome?
Smelling.
You know how many times people have come up to us and be like, "Oh, you guys look like Yoko Ono and John
Oh,
Lennon." I'm
that's
like,
so
I don't look
fucked
anything
up.
like her. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the
That's kinda fucked
disrespect.
up.
Yeah,
that's
Right,
pretty
just
fucked
just
up.
because it's
Hold
a
on.
cracker and an Asian girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
sorry.
Just because I got long hair, like that doesn't mean I look
a
like
cracker
her.
and an Asian girl sounds like your next band.
That's a
Crackers and
concept
Asian
album right there.
sides.
Oh shit.
We're
Find us in the snack aisle.
With 2 C's.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And with that, we're back.
Hello.
Leave that shit in.
You are here with a trash baguette. I'm gonna use my radio voice.
You're listening
What?
to the
I thought
sexy
your radio voice
sounds
was like
of
the Two Chicas
Pub
one
Crew.
toss-up.
Welcome
Oh
back
God,
to another
no,
episode
no.
of Pub Crew, coming at you with the
Hello.
smoothest jam.
smooth
wanna-
jazz.
Wish I could imitate like Keith Morris doing the Grand Theft Auto like.
Oh God.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's the guy from the Circle Jerks.
Yeah,
Is the radio
Yeah.
announcer from?
No,
What?
you should do the guy that plays Shaggy because he's also
Matthew
a radio-
Lillard.
Zoinks, like Zoinks School.
Like zoinks, dude.
No, Casey Kasem.
Oh, the original
Yeah,
Shaggy.
the original Shaggy.
Casey.
Or Shaggy 2 Dope.
oh.
This next song is about my scrotum. Also, the next 3 songs.
Just to give you a heads up.
Our final
If you're-
song is about tearing it, though.
Yeah.
and the scabies.
And the scabies. Oh
The
shit.
second song's that. But the scrotum's in all 3.
Yeah.
Just strap in. It's all right. We're gonna get this started.
This first piece is entitled "Bugs on My Nuts."
There's that freaking.
I can't tell if
crazy
you're
song.
actually if that's an actual ICP song.
That is an
is.
actual ICP song.
Oh, shit.
The chorus is the pubic lice rapping.
Oh,
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
How much of a cut do you think
I
they
feel
got
like that
for
was very creative.
Yeah.
You think they got compensated?
The pubic lice?
Sure.
They
Or
got
whoever's
compensated
pubes were
in Shaggy's blood.
Whoever's pubes were involved, maybe. I don't know.
Actually, I think since it was like part of him, I think he just gets all.
He just gets it all. That's fucked up for the lies.
Yeah, they're not over 18.
But the more he gets paid,
You're right.
the more like blood he has for them to drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he eats more, and I
What?
think I don't know.
All right, I guess.
If he eats healthier, then so do the lice.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot.
Are you defending the music industry right now?
Damn, this
He's
got real.
defending those
we were
who
talking
are
about lice.
paid under minimum wage.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
So anyways, what was the question we left off on before break?
I don't know, but this beer is making my tongue numb, dude. Like,
Yeah, this is
What?
CBD, yeah.
That would be the CBD.
yeah, I was like, holy shit, man. Like, it almost
Super
reminds me
good,
of that.
yeah.
Well, not the same feeling per se, but there's that like flower that when you consume it, it like feels like it's numbing your tongue. And they actually I don't know if you guys been to the Tin Man, like they have that sake bar in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Origami. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the origami drink and they have that little flower, but I don't remember what it's called. But when you eat it, it like numbs your tongue. It is super cool.
I think I can see it. I just don't know what it's called.
Is
I don't
it-
know what it's called.
It's not kava, is it? Because that
No.
also numbs your tongue.
Actually, I have kava tea, and but I didn't. But it's not kava because that's a root, right?
I think it's a leaf.
Oh, is it a
but,
leaf?
Yeah, if you get a concentrate, it will numb your tongue.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I hear that kava actually, like, if you drink enough kava, it fucks you up like alcohol.
I
But you have
know.
to drink
A
like a
bit,
shit
yeah.
It
little
does
bit.
calm you down.
I mean, if it
Whoa.
numbs your tongue, your tongue,
My tongue.
I'm sure it would. Enough of it would probably fuck you up.
Oh yeah, dude, man.
I mean, enough of anything would
Could
probably
fuck you
fuck
up.
you
Yeah,
up.
that's true.
yeah, that's true.
Like
Actually,
Benadryl.
Oh
That's
yeah.
true. Too much Tylenol PM.
That's your
I don't
last
think that-
headache
that
forever.
just kills you.
Yeah, that's your last headache.
That just fucks you up, but not in a fun way. It just ruins your liver mostly.
Shit, man.
I do that voluntarily.
Do you want to not get high but have liver failure? Try
Try this over-the-counter drug, kids.
FDA approved. Actually, is it? I wonder. Sometimes they
know.
get that label that is like, this is not actually FDA approved, but
we
here
can
you
sell
go.
it to you over
But
the
we
counter.
can sell the shit out of it to you.
Mhm.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
I think it's so funny how much you're talking about drugs and this band does not sing about drugs.
That's true.
You got the wrong band. Our other band does.
What did
the
I
hot,
say
the
about
hot
you?
box.
Hey, well, you guys are always fucking welcome to come by. We fucking love talking about whatever. Like I said, we don't stay on topic. We have that problem.
That's-
Some people like
I-
that.
I'm
Some
honestly
people
been trying to
think
figure
we're
out what the
fucking
topic
idiots.
was.
Is there a topic? Yeah.
There's not
No.
a topic.
You guys are the topic. What the fuck?
Oh, we're the topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not that interesting.
Tell us
though.
what inspired.
What?
Trash
When was your
Baguette?
last
What?
album?
It was,
Jesus Christ, Vic! I was trying to get onto a topic.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was making more jokes.
It was probably before I drove over here.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Oh.
It involves
All
golf.
right.
Fluffy.
So I guess the question was, what inspired Trash Baguette?
Oh, I don't know. I've always liked playing music, but yeah.
All right, you've been playing
it
since
just
you're
happens-
15, right?
Yeah, sort of. My first band was I was probably like 15 at the time, and we played some songs. They were bad. They were loud but bad, and yeah.
I mean, when
You're-
did you transition from being like, I'm gonna piss off everyone to like, I have a message to put out, you know, like
Never.
He's still trying to piss everyone off.
Yeah.
Well, no, it happened the other way around. Like when I first started wanting to play music, I was like, I want to say something. I didn't really know what I wanted to say, but like, and then as time went on, like other bands and like band members I played with were all like, we need to write offensive shit to piss people off. And I was like, I guess that's punk. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then like now as an adult, I'm like, that's pretty cringy.
Wow.
I wish that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But you know, like, man, the first band I played in, we recorded our first shit. How old? Like, what year was it? Oh my god, I'm so old. It was probably like 2001 was when we recorded our first like thing on a 4-track. And it was just like
damn.
we were just like,
Nice.
let's write about coat hanger abortions and stuff because that's
Holy
fucking
shit.
that's punk. We were like fucking 14 to 15.
Oh,
and we were
okay.
like, those are words you're not supposed to say.
So we'll say 'em.
Exactly. That's kind of It was. We put out a whole album of shit like that. It's probably still on the internet, unfortunately. But
Modern day George Carlin.
it's not good. Don't listen, please. But that's how I got started playing music, and somehow along the way, I aged out of that. Hopefully.
we'll see. There's still time.
I have a
True.
question for you guys because this is a legitimate question because
Oh,
I think
fuck, I wasn't ready for this.
no, yeah, surprise! Now I'm interviewing you.
I'm answering a legitimate question.
So one of the things that I trip out a lot is somebody had brought it up at some point. So it's kind of like the popular music is very like, what is the term? Not ageist? Would it be ageist? Like it's only popular because there's a bunch of like young people like performing, but like
That's
once upon a
ageism.
time,
Yeah.
ageism.
Like
Thank you. Yeah. And so there once upon a time, like a time period where musicians were older and they were putting out like hella hits, but I mean, what is your opinion on that? On like older musicians, like putting like, and they're
This
outputting
guy. No, I was
music.
kidding.
I think it like you have to be aware of it and write stuff. It's like you can be. Bad Religion is a great band. They've always been a great band.
Yeah,
they put
yeah.
out albums within the past couple of years. They're in their 50s, I think.
Yeah, right.
They're still putting out great albums that are worth listening to. Other bands, and I'm not going to name any names, but like there are bands that like you're that age and you're still like writing about like teenage punk, like don't tell me what to do. Fuck society.
I wonder who you're talking about.
But like just kind of like impotent rage about like fucking bullshit and just like even just like against totally reasonable like social contracts, and you're still doing that in your 50s. It's like, all right, this is kind of pathetic. Don't do that.
That's the one thing I can't stand in bands is that there's no growth. Like if you don't grow as a band, you obviously hate the people you're playing with, or you're just doing this for the money.
Yeah, or you just haven't grown as a person.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's more important.
Well, if you hit fame at a young age, it's kind of like, why would you grow as a person? I mean, you've already hit the peak, right?
You should.
I mean,
you should.
No one's saying you.
But you don't have to,
but
though.
you should.
Of course you should, but like if you already got the fame and you got the money, I mean,
but that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem,
actually
right?
the problem. Is
Right, I
that's
mean,
legit going to your head. They're like, I don't have to do anything
just
better than
think
this.
if you were like really successful to the point you didn't have to worry about like money and like pleasing people anymore when you were 17, how big of a fucking douchebag would you be?
I mean,
like,
I'm
for
just
most
saying,
people, the answer is like,
Justin
real
Bieber.
life examples. No
You know?
need to name anybody,
Yeah,
but
right?
real life examples.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Just
say
saying.
90% of the time, the musicians that haven't grown and they got famous at a young age are a hassle to work with now.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they haven't changed. But that's
Uh-huh.
because they're so stuck in their ways that that's where they're at now. And they
Yeah.
don't think they have to do
It
anything
worked
better.
back then. It might as well work
Yeah,
now.
but and they're so stubborn.
they're
They're stuck
so
that
far
that's
up
not
their
good.
own
They're hard to work
asses,
with,
like-
and that's not a good thing in the music scene either. You don't want to be the
Yeah.
asshole that's hard to work with, like fucking Danzig.
No,
But honestly, like,
Oh,
wow, like if you've been listening to his music
Yeah,
for a
I
long
said it.
time and you actually am emotionally
Danzig,
invested
he's an
in
asshole.
the performers,
yeah.
how bored would you fucking get if they just keep singing about the same fucking shit? Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
if you're able to see them grow and change as a person, like, do you know how many lives that would change if you were popular?
Dude.
Like, use your fucking your status as to leverage, like, to make people better, you know?
But that's
Yeah.
always the issue is like, and so I feel like, I mean, let's talk about like corporations and the music business is that they know that the money is in the young faces, man, but those young faces are probably not mature enough to be able to handle the responsibility of influencing like the masses. But nonetheless, here we are, like they're setting the example for the younger generations. And
But to what degree are they setting the example, or are they being like coached?
but
When you have a lot of like
Yeah.
when you have a lot of like artists that are on like major labels, like especially young people, but even if they're not, like to what degrees are you seeing their actual personality or something manufactured?
It seems like a cycle, like it's just a perpetuation of, I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. I just came to my brain, but of
It's a good word.
Thanks.
It's like a 5-cent word.
This is when I came into the business. This is how it was. So I'm going to teach you the business.
When I came into the business, I got fired.
dude, that
Continue. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
But that's a
Nice.
tale as old as time. Holy shit, man. Like, I was taught this way, so I'm going to pass it down to you the exact same way. And how fucked up is it? Because then it's like we try to learn from our masters only to commit very similar errors, man.
It's like it's
Yeah.
almost like this stuff exists in a vacuum. Like there's so much stuff fucked up with the world. If you're a famous person, you could like be influencing so many people, and they don't. They just sing about like how fucking lonely I am,
But
and it's just like no.
and I
That's
agree
not
with that.
relating.
I
That's
agree with
not
that, but
relating
also
to
at the
your
same
audience.
time, like, to
Yeah.
what extent do you really have control over like the system if you're just like a random celebrity that is having their 15 minutes of fame?
I feel like it's more than people think, and I feel like
Like-
subconsciously a lot of people like.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I love the Clash and Rage Against the Machine and all that, but how much did they really change anything?
Look,
point.
man.
That's a good point.
Like, how self-important are you going to be about it? Like, I genuinely appreciate what they did, and like
Right.
the fact that they influenced a lot of people to think about stuff.
Yeah.
But like, how much did that really change anything?
yeah.
And sometimes it's kind of like being self-important. If you go into like, I'm in a band, I'm going to change the world. It's like, I'm not that important or relevant or good at influencing people. Like,
Right. I mean, I feel like just even in the local scene, because we're playing for like younger crowds now, which is surprising, and it's like I
It's
feel
weird.
like we can't say like stupid shit. Like they're actually
Yeah.
listening to us. We need to tell them things that they can actually be inspired about and like actually make change.
I'll
You
be
know?
like, hey, drink 40s in the park.
I mean,
Fucking
right?
play
You'll be
Edward,
fine.
play Edward 40 hands with fucking Robitussin bottles.
No, we don't actually sing.
Edward
That's-
40.
That's what I did when I was a
been a
teenager,
minute.
though. if I'm
Right.
honest.
I
So,
mean, I'm
like-
sure every generation has a band that tells them to
Well,
do
it's
that.
like I mean, it's like leftover crack. I thought they were really cool when I was like 14, and then like now that I'm an adult, I'm like, wow, this is an asshole. Like,
Someone mentioned that like
is.
Fixed Idea was that band for them. They're like, all right, we're
Yeah.
drinking 40s in the park or whatever, you know.
No, did they have songs about that?
I think they had
I'm
one.
not sure. I knew them vaguely. I remember,
I know
Something
they
of my
I know they
addiction
had a song about a Martian girl being in love.
Oh, that's cute. I
It's
like
all
that.
the shit.
I wake up in the morning and I drink myself to sleep. And like Caesar accidentally ripped that song off like super blatantly.
Oh my
And so we were playing
god.
a song that was such like a and he didn't do it on purpose. But I was like always embarrassed when we played it. I was like, if anybody knows Fixed Idea, they're gonna rip their song off.
But
You
you
didn't mean to do it.
That is such a legit thing. I heard that talked about recently. How sometimes, like, and specifically, it was like in the comedy world. Like they're talking about like how comedians will steal each other's jokes,
Yeah.
but they don't remember
Yeah.
hearing that joke, and so subconsciously like forget about it, and then later on
We've
it's
all
like
done it.
that's just so fucking funny. I'm gonna use it in my special. Like apparently that may have been the case with Carlos Mencia. Oh shit.
Oh, man. Oh, are you telling me Carlos Mencia stole jokes?
I mean, he'll argue otherwise.
You know
In
what?
interviews, he's legit hung up when they press the matter.
Yeah,
so
but
he'll
do you know,
disagree.
do you know what really bugged me about him?
What?
Is that after like the whole shit happened and like Bobby Lee talked about it,
Yeah.
like his fucking cousins, Carlos Mencia's cousins, like actually went to Bobby Lee and they're like, you need to apologize.
Yeah.
And that's why if you ever look at the Bobby Lee apology video, he's like smoking a cigarette, like if he's fucking being held captive in fucking Guantanamo Bay, like he's just like,
Because it was a forced apology. And he was trying
Yeah.
to make a point of like, I'm not actually sorry. I'm just doing this because it's like he's being threatened.
yeah. And I know that they were like good friends, like they helped each other like
Yeah.
like boost their careers and stuff like early on, but like when I looked at that I was like, oh, I'm never gonna listen to Carlos Mencia ever
Wasn't
again.
it like okay? So I don't follow like comedians all that much, but wasn't it like there was some involvement with Joe Rogan, right? That he like made some sort of a scene at a show about Carlos Mencia stealing
Oh,
jokes.
I think I've heard about that.
But it's
too.
like-
That's
and
why
it's-
they hate each other.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of funny because like essentially like Joe Rogan canceled Carlos Mencia, and he like whines about like cancel culture, but that's how you got famous, dude.
yeah.
Like-
You got a comedian canceled.
Yeah, that's like your rise to fame.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
So
He'll disagree and say it was fear factor.
Ah.
But yes.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about the other shit because he kept doing
Yeah.
shit outside of that, and that was part of it.
Yeah.
That was outside of that, and that was still like his career going outside of that, and then the
Like-
UFC bullshit.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
very little about Joe Rogan. I've seen one episode of his show, and it was because it was Liz Phair. I'm a huge Liz Phair fan.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
fact.
you know if you're.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good interviewer, but he's
Yeah.
like as a person, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
So I haven't seen anything beyond that. I just kind of get the impression that he's a huge fucking douchebag. Like, I'm confident enough that he's a huge fucking douchebag to say that on the air, even though I've only seen one episode of his show.
You got it off of one episode. That's
Hey,
awesome.
man, that's
he
a hell
seemed
of an
fine in the
impression.
episode. I just like there's I don't know.
No, it's and that's usually the take people get from Joe Rogan, just listening
Yeah.
to it, and especially if like in your case, it's because of the person he was interviewing. That's why. And he's like I agree with Vic. He's a solid interviewer, but it's his approach, and I think
Yeah.
that's also why people like him. But it's like that. Does that make it good? Probably not. But there's going to be a niche audience for it, and it's a big niche audience.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it
I
seems
feel
to
like
me
Joe-
It's a huge audience.
I
which
feel like
is
Joe
crazy.
Rogan is the
Huge.
podcast for people who the podcast for people who like people who tell it like it is.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
I feel like
the
that's-
impression that I've got is that like he brings on people that are really extreme and kind of like dangerously extreme, and like doesn't push back and like is like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'll introduce people to this without like saying anything about it and pretending this is normal. And
Yeah.
like at some point that's kind of irresponsible.
I feel like social responsibility is a big theme for today.
Yeah.
And if you have a platform that you use to reach out to people, be fucking socially responsible.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
fucking, like
Like
if you run a podcast and you have
Yeah.
a band on there and you start talking about enemas and shit.
Be responsible in your prostate checks.
This is just off the top of my head.
but that doesn't
you know?
hurt anyone except for maybe intestines. But like
Self-harm is different from communal harm.
Get your prostate examined by a professional.
not a police officer. They won't tell you. If a cop finds a polyp while looking for a bag of coke, he's not telling you. Anything.
Oh man.
Because he didn't find the coke. He's not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. You gotta have healthcare for that.
In America?
You are too poor to survive prostate cancer.
Wow.
Dude, I want to make a new Oregon Trail, but it's just like living in
Prostate cancer.
Yeah.
What are you
You
trying to do?
have
Just
died
get
of
across the East
prostate
Coast?
cancer.
You're not even trying to get across the plains. I'm just trying to get to the next fucking town. That's a struggle in and of itself.
That is, man.
You could legit get killed for dysentery.
Yeah.
Terry doesn't fuck around.
No.
Well,
This
fun-
time you got killed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Start over.
Well, fun fact: both Aaron and Edie are from out of town, and I'm the only person that is from El Paso in our band.
Sort of. I've lived here for probably about half my life.
So
I mean, we still get a lot of people going like, "Are you guys from out of town? Are you guys locals?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
guess
we
we're out
are."
of town.
I have mostly lived here since 2004, so that's a very long time.
That's a healthy amount.
I just
of time.
moved here in
Yeah.
2018, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Gotcha.
I left town for a couple of years. I lived in California from like 2010 or 11 to like 2015.
All right.
And then he
Oh,
met me
so-
up there, and he brought me
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you brought yourself down here. I moved back here and then you came down like a year later.
Yeah.
So, why don't you tell that story of when you rolled into town? Oh no,
On an
actually, I
Amtrak.
think you've already told
On an
that story.
Amtrak. I
Yeah.
came down here on an Amtrak, and it was for the Halloween cover show that he mentioned.
Yes.
I didn't live
Damn.
here yet when we played that show, and I just took
With
an
a bass
Amtrak.
head
It took
in your
like
luggage.
2 days. I had a bass head, in my luggage. Amtrak is cool because you're not like driving, but then like if someone shits in the bathroom, the circulation vents are right next to the bathroom, so then the whole fucking train smells like shit.
Oh, I want to ride an Amtrak now.
So, I mean, if you're into that, that's cool. But if someone smokes weed in the bathroom, then the whole Amtrak smells like weed. So that's
Oh.
also cool.
What?
Yeah,
You're
trains
up there
are
like,
cool, you know.
hurry the fuck up! I gotta
Greyhounds.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
Great. Now,
trains are
now I'm
such
gonna
like.
have a second-hand high and have to take a
And have to
shit.
This is
What a
terrible.
beautiful combination.
You
How
ever taking
many
a shit
hours?
while high? It's not fun.
I think it's pretty
Oh,
fun,
shit.
actually.
Well, if you didn't want to be high, it's not fun.
You know, so
When
I
do you
got
ever not want to be high?
Hey, I'm not talking about me. Okay, we'll talk
the
about
other
it.
night. I got high and I took an edible and I ate some hot
It's
Cheetos.
against the law here.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's the
We're in New Mexico.
edible implies
know.
anything that could be ingested, but
were
it
in New
doesn't
Mexico.
necessarily have
yeah,
to
we're shooting
be.
in New Mexico, right?
Hey,
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it was a candy. I'm not saying that it had anything in it. I'm just saying that I ate an edible,
He just liked
something that
this
could be
candy so
ingested.
Yeah.
fucking much.
Yeah.
It like
It wasn't a poisonous
put him past the
mushroom. It was
class.
edible.
Let me
he's got such a sugar high. off
Let
of
me
it.
tell you about hot Cheetos, man, because hot Cheetos will fuck you up, man. Like, and I felt
will,
those
coming
hot
out.
Cheetos
you
like,
down like the whole bag.
oh,
he
dude,
felt
okay,
them down here.
dude, I felt. So, by the way, so there's this shop by my house. It's called Victoria's Cafe, and let me tell you, it is actually really amazing. Like, the food is delicious, but it was a late night. I was very hungry. I hadn't eaten anything else, and to be honest, I already had some issues with my stomach. So, anyways, so I had this thing called the. Well, originally it should be a tostielote. Are you guys familiar with tostielotes?
Yeah.
No.
So
I'm
what,
Mexican,
what,
so
what, what it is that it's a bag of chips.
Those are two Mexican words put together to create a bigger, more Mexican word.
You know how crazy Mexican
I'm
snacks
familiar with
are,
the
right?
concept.
Like they're
Yeah,
fucking
I've
crazy.
been here a while.
Yeah, so tostielotes, they're a bag of tostitos, and then you add shit like corn, hot sauce, cheese.
Oh, okay. I've definitely seen it.
Yeah. So instead of doing the regular tosties or tostitos, I'm sorry, I ended up going with hot Cheetos. Now, hot Cheetos on their own, they will fuck you up, but then having them like loaded hot Cheetos, essentially.
Yeah.
So a couple hours go later, I wake up in the middle of the night, and delicious for sure, but the aftermath is so brutal, man. I was getting stabbed, dude. Like, I mean, it's just hot Cheetos. I mean, technically, hot Cheetos are so unhealthy, but they're just so delicious. And I have had a hot Cheeto addiction since I was like a fat 10-year-old. Like, literally, my grandma forced me on a diet. It's like, you're only gonna eat a bag of hot Cheetos once a week.
Oh,
you
but
fat
have you
fuck.
tried Hot Cheetos macaroni and cheese?
I did, dude. They're
Yeah.
so vile, man. And you tried them too, right?
It bothers
tried
me
them.
because it's
Not
fucking
tried
wheat
I tried
noodles.
them.
And then it's the Cheeto seasoning.
Yeah,
so
on those
disappointing.
noodles.
I like the spiciness, but the
So-
flavor isn't.
It
nah.
wasn't good.
It's
Yeah,
it's
the
wrong
spice-
because it's not corn
Yeah.
noodles. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
wrong.
imagine
it doesn't
Cheetos
work.
It does
bread
not
or
work.
something.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's just
gross.
wrong.
That's a crime against humanity.
But you-
because I got in a box. Like I think my mom been like, "Oh, I think you might like these," and I was like, "All right." So like I made them. Of course, Cynthia was like, "No, because she doesn't do hot shit." So I was like, "Well, I'm eating my own fucking hot mac and cheese." So I made them, and I immediately threw the pot away.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like I
dude.
tried it, and I was like,
I
"I'm not gonna
don't
commit."
want my
I can't
hot
commit.
Cheetos.
We pushed through, but it wasn't the best meal I've ever.
It
had.
was
Wasn't-
not.
They were not good.
I don't want my hot Cheetos in anything other than kibble form, dude. That's it. I just want the kibble. I just want human kibble.
You want the heart? I want the kibble. Serve it to
Yeah.
me in a bowl. Shove it up my ass. That's all I want.
I've fucked up my stomach for many years eating hot Cheetos with this very specific concoction.
Really
Hot
thought you were gonna
Cheetos.
say shoving
with
something
l-
up your ass, and I was like, well, yeah,
That's the only way to do it, bro. That's the
seems
only way to
very
do it.
logical.
Yeah, of course, dude. That's the fastest way to ingest.
It's not wrong.
And it's the fastest way to eject.
In and out.
In and out, bro.
Less
Yeah,
less
yeah.
calories. Less
Reminds me of
calories.
that song where it's like, I do butt drugs. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
fastest way or whatever.
Yeah, I do butt drugs. It's a band called Cop Stabber. It's a good band name. I think you should wear that shirt unless you get pulled over. Then it's not a good shirt to be wearing.
No, yeah. But oh yeah, hot Cheetos with lime juice and hot sauce.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
Yeah, that's the go-to, man. Or chamoy even.
Oh, dude, chamoy is
bomb
fucking
sauce.
good, man.
Chamoy is so good. But anyway, so yeah, Victoria's Cafe, hot Cheeto elote, delicious, very delicious. But yeah, it was probably, let's just say the candy I ate before was very potent, and it affected the meal afterwards. And I
happens
felt
at times.
everything. Oh, and I also had sunburned my scalp, so I was like,
Your scalp was so sunburned.
I
I
felt.
was expecting you to like
He
peel
was
a
all
sheet off your
pussy.
head.
I
Like-
was, man. Practically
Yeah.
at some point, like I pulled like a piece that big off of my scalp, like this big. It was horrible.
Wow.
And then I wanted to do a gold member where I just
That is a good one.
oh yeah. Fasha, 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 fasha. Happy Fasha Day, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh right.
On that fucking note.
That's right. Is anyone here a father?
No.
I
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
there's
if
a
you count
father, but they
animals,
don't
right?
know.
I'm fairly confident I'm not.
It's like, I'm a father. I was kidding.
One of my brothers did not know he was a father, or he denied that he was a father for such a long time. It was
yeah.
pretty.
Ooh, did they get him on the back pay?
Oh, definitely. But after many years, he finally acknowledged her as his daughter, and they keep in touch. So but it's still kind of fucked up because you go for like almost 10 years of being like, nah, I don't have a
Yeah.
kid.
Holy
That's not
shit,
my
10
daughter.
years.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, it's like, all right, yeah, she's my daughter.
What? They didn't
Like,
get him for child support or some shit?
they tried, but actually, well, to be fair, this particular sibling of mine does not make enough income to like support that child. So, but I mean, anyways, but yeah, just interesting. Like, I just can't believe I just blasted my own brother.
Right?
But they shall
I can't believe
say-
people are having
Is
kids
he gonna
in
watch
2022.
this?
I
Is he
highly
gonna watch
doubt
this?
it. Yeah, highly, and that's why I'm not saying names. They shall remain anonymous. But yeah.
And like, it's obviously bad, but like, Steve Jobs got away with that shit because he's like a rich, successful person. So
Or you know what? Owen Wilson apparently has like
really?
a kid
Huh.
that like he does not acknowledge. He like refuses.
Oh, shit.
And
Wow.
That's not my kid.
wow, yeah, wow.
Wow. It's not
That
my
was an
kid.
accident.
Dude, you're so good with your impressions, man.
that
Like,
was really good.
It's
dude.
just not my kid. I don't understand. There's no way we had mid-coitus, and I must have left. I pulled out, I swear.
I pulled out.
oh my god, dude.
Owen Wilson's been on the show a number of times.
Yes. He calls in usually. He's been usually busy with
busy.
acting.
Man, we'll
get
be
him in
taking
person.
calls now. Hello, we have Owen Wilson online. Hello.
Hello, this is Owen Wilson. Wow.
Hey, Owen Wilson, is it true that you have a kid that you don't talk to?
No, I totally disowned that kid. It's not my child, I swear.
All right, thank you.
This
Talk
post
to you
is just
later, Owen
phenomenal.
Wilson.
We're out of time. I'm sorry. Bye.
Don't you hang up on me, you son of a bitch.
I would love to see him get pissed off, dude. He seems like a very like calm person, and I want the exact opposite of that.
I want not Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
I want Wowen Osen.
Wowen Osen, dude.
Owen Ilson.
Ilson. That's like his rap name, actually.
Yeah.
Ilson.
That's his persona.
I was actually
Yeah.
gonna make a fucking dumber joke than that and be like, "Oh, it's not Owen Wilson, it's Barrow Wilson."
Ah.
I'm gonna leave. Thank you for joining us.
You're gonna have to walk past all of us.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I'll just
Seems
sit
like-
here quietly.
That
for the
seems like
next
a lot
5
of
minutes.
work. Just ignore me, guys. I'm not here.
So yeah, I guess we're banned.
We do play.
On that note,
we
thank
do
you for
play-
joining us.
We do play songs. I guess that kind of makes us a band.
Yeah, we play some songs.
Yeah, we play songs and he sings most of them.
He does sing most of them.
Like 2 or 3 of them are even kind of good,
They're actually pretty.
No, I feel that as a musician. I feel that.
right?
Right,
Do-
honestly,
Like,
like
once in a while it hits. Like a lot
I have
of times,
one song that I like.
Yeah, like once in a while I'm just like I actually like that. Usually
Yeah.
my shit sucks, but like once in a while I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I was onto
Yeah.
something.
So
there.
which is that song that you're really, or the songs that you've come to really enjoy?
That song is Rose Garden. I like
Rose
that.
Garden, yeah, I could
That's,
tell.
that's
the
such a
one
cute
Trash Baguette
song.
song I like.
That's-
There's a story behind it, but I'm not gonna tell it because it's really personal for someone who's not me.
Right.
It's someone else's story.
Oh.
But like,
yeah.
Just
yeah,
generalize.
I like
it.
that song.
Rose
Oh,
Garden, Rose Garden, and that video that I sent you, Victor,
It's a
it
really
was
good song
the
that I've
last
written.
song.
But yeah, I think like for the whole first part of the band, like we had an identity crisis. Like we don't sound like any other thing, so we're just like, what the fuck do we sound like? And
Yeah.
then like he was like, oh, we're skate punk. Like to like,
I think skate punk
like
is the
he
best
was literally a
description.
week ago. He's like, we're skate punk, and I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
I think that's a good description. I don't know what to call it because, like,
You know?
I would call it pop punk, but I feel like the definition of pop punk drastically changed in the
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Pop punk is like
Yeah,
whiny
for
and
sure.
annoying. No, I'm just
power
kidding.
pop.
Oh,
Like, I disagree on that. Like, and I totally but like, I feel like '90s pop punk was power pop. Like,
Oh, you know what? That makes more sense.
Bands like like
Yeah.
Rancid and Green Day and The Offspring and Bad
yeah,
Religion.
yeah.
There's a lot of power pop influence, and that power pop influence stopped being there in the 2000s. Like the MySpace emo was like a totally different
yeah,
genre.
you're
I
right. You're
think.
right. I was
That makes
thinking early
sense.
2000s.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about the late odds.
Yeah.
I was really
I mean, I love like taste is subjective, like whatever you
Yeah.
like, but like I really love the '90s era of like punk rock. I think that's kind of my favorite era.
definitely.
I'm not claiming it's better than any other era, but that's what I personally.
I feel like it had the most diversity because you had the people coming in from like third wave ska and like all that stuff, like bringing in like their own flavor and stuff like that.
absolutely, man.
It's funny how many times it shows people like if we play a show for and there's older folks in the crowd, they're like, "Oh my god, you guys sound just like the '90s." Like I had a flashback and all this shit. And it's just like it's kind of funny that made your
Hope
day.
it was a good flashback.
Yeah.
A lot of things in the 90s.
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
debatable.
man, shit
these
was
are
going
fucking
around.
rough.
I was throwing in a petition for like dumpster punk, but
can do that. I'm okay with that.
But
I
was
definitely would have agreed with that. Like when I was a teenager, I've been like, "Fuck yeah, that
we're
sounds
dumpster
cool.
punk,
I mean, we're not like junk punk. Or
chunk
anything.
punk. I mean, if
In
I'm
more
showing,
than one way.
yeah, I was about to be like, if I'm showing my dad bod, that definitely like epitomizes chunk punk.
I have not dumpster dove in very many times.
But I mean, does the lost and found count as dumpster diving? Because like that's people stuff like forgot about.
That's sophisticated dumpster diving.
Yeah, that's a step
I've gotten
above.
cool stuff from the lost and found. So,
Yeah.
if you can't buy shit, check the lost and found.
That's high
like-
class dumpster diving.
I mean, be courteous and wait a couple months, but if it's still there, it's yours.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
fair.
There's some videos circulating at some point where there's like a PetSmart dumpster will actually have like live fishes and they just throw in the dumpster. And so and so they'll have they'll have like full on like dog food that they just throw away. And so sometimes dumpster diving is like pretty kick ass because you'll get some new shit that they just don't know what to do with and they just get rid of.
Survival tips from Pub Crew.
Is that
Yeah,
how it works
hell yeah.
out?
Survival tips. You
I don't know. I mean,
want to
you do
bait a
throw
fish?
stuff in the
Look for your
dumpster.
local
I have
smart
dumpster-
trash.
Hopefully you're not too
Dive
late.
pizza before.
I mean, I used to live in a college town, and like when it's move
That's
out
right.
day,
There was so
you
much
find a
good
lot of cool
in the
stuff in the
dumpsters.
dumpster.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Well, I wonder. I guess in the El Paso heat, I highly doubt that.
I mean, probably not in El Paso,
Yeah.
but like, California, where
food
people can
anyway.
afford to
Yeah,
throw away
that's
things
fair.
like that. Like,
True.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, in Davis, there's like insanely like cool shit in the dumpsters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Got a laptop out of a
Good
dumpster.
hell
dumpster
yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumpsters, we're gonna get trashed and get out of here. Is there anything you guys? So I'm bad at segues. Is there anything that you guys are
Me
like?
too.
Any
I
show-
always fall off. and
Any
just eat
shows?
it.
Yeah, I'm like I have this idea, but like I just flew off the fucking.
You started with potential and just botched
Do
it.
you guys have any like shows coming up? Anything that you guys want to promote?
Probably.
25th, we're playing with that ska band. The 28th, we're playing with Amic, which is another great
A
local
minor in
band.
cryptozoology.
Check them
Oh, yeah.
out. It's
I know
one of
Zeke-
their
I know
birthday.
Zeke.
It's Zeke's birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's helping me with my rap shit. actually.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's his birthday. Go like
We
help him
actually
celebrate
we
it.
recorded them live in studio. I haven't
Oh,
put the video
shit.
together because I haven't got all the video footage yet.
Yeah,
But yeah, we got them
that's so
just in a room.
That's awesome.
Recorded them playing
Yeah.
a set.
It's super crazy.
Edited together.
That's
28th.
cool.
I'm
Oh yeah, man.
not sure if any shows, but follow our Instagram because we post our show schedule there.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, listen to you? And all
That's
that
my
good
excuse
stuff?
for not knowing the shows off my top
Oh,
of my head.
so we are on all the platforms. So, Apple Music, Spotify, Bandcamp, probably everywhere else. Like, these are, if it exists, we're probably there. We go through like DistroKid and put shit up everywhere.
Gotcha.
We're
Yeah,
also
that's
on
good. Yeah, that's
TikTok.
good.
This guy's channel,
Oh.
he makes stupid songs.
I
So
do,
if you
yeah.
like to hear
I
stupid
have a TikTok
songs-
channel. I have weirdly more followers than I expected. That was unexpected.
That's the magic of TikTok.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how we
weird.
work.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're geniuses, really. Both Aaron and Edie, they're hardcore geniuses. They even built their own cabs, like their own like the speakers, right? That you guys play out of your instruments.
I mean, he does the wiring for the amplifiers.
Yeah,
he
I do
designs
electronics.
It's awesome.
thing, I
It's
guess.
cool.
And so he does a lot of like tutorials on like TikTok or explanations as to like the wiring of like certain pieces like that. It's really amazing.
Right. He's also into like really old Macintoshes.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
stuff from like the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
I don't own any recent ones, but
But we're gonna try to like make some music productions on
yeah,
this
on
old
some old computers.
technology.
Oh,
Kinda cool.
yeah. That's crazy. That's
Old
cool,
like
though.
black and white computers
Yeah.
with like
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
those old
Like,
things
I'm
like the
into
when it was
it.
just like
with
the
like
fat-
the little like 9-inch screens and those little like
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those with like a sound card and shit, and it's like
Oh, that's
it's
dope.
awesome.
It's pretty
sick,
cool. I
yeah.
made some like covered some Lemming songs and shit. Like
Oh, that's
yeah, it's a thing
dope.
to
See, I
do.
love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super
Yeah,
dope.
honestly, I think we mesh together really well because we're all kind of nerdy and we're weird in our
Yeah.
own way. Like, I've always been an
I've been
artist.
trying to run away from it.
and
Oh, yeah,
he's
dude.
always
I wanna
been
be
a
a dork.
weirdo. and
The-
this
She's
guy-
a
faster you
commissioned
own
graphic
it,
artist.
The more fruitful
I
it
You're
is.
trying to run away from
Yeah.
it. Says the guy who uploads videos of him doing it.
I know, but I just hope that no one I know in real life will see them.
Yeah, that's that, right. That's what we're.
I grew up in a real.
So we're gonna go
small
ahead and put
town.
all your tags down below. Go ahead and
Yeah.
check the description. You can
Yeah.
find them on all this
I
stuff.
grew up in a real small town, like getting the shit beaten out of me for being a dork. So I try to run away from that.
Right, I
Gotcha.
totally felt that. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was always labeled as a dork as well. And, I met him and it was like, we're both dorks. Where it's like solidarity, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah, I'm
man.
such a nerd,
Fucking
man.
tough.
But I was very, I was the kind of kid that I would like try to find social groups, and I would entertain them for a bit, and then never really had like a solid group of friends. But yeah, I mean, I was saying earlier, like Edie is a graphic artist too, and she has like really beautiful art, and she does flyers for shows. She gets commissioned like a lot. So if you get a chance to check out her artwork, it's like really awesome.
Yeah, well, I can fucking put all that shit in the description.
Absolutely,
It'll
man.
just be,
Yeah.
you know,
And I'm
sitting pretty.
I'm a vocal teacher / coach. So like if
he's great. We love him.
so if you're interested in like music or learning how to like use your voice properly, it's ironic. I'm the drummer, but
He has the fucking best voice out of all of us.
but I'm
let's
like
be
screaming
real.
the entire time during our sets. I'm not doing any beautiful singing at all.
I like
Normally, he's a fucking opera singer. Like,
I
my
sing
God.
most.
Awesome.
Dude, we
I
should
sing
do a
most of
duet
the
sometime,
songs.
man.
If you want to, that'd be cool, man. Hell yeah.
Are you
dude.
what are you? Are you
Like my
tenor?
voice type?
Yeah.
I am a baritone for
Oh,
sure.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There you
go.
I'm sure you're a tenor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I knew it. And you're a tenor too. I heard it right now. I was like, oh yeah, he's got that high range.
There's a lot of faith you have in me, but thank you.
Yeah.
It's quite the faith. I'm willing to put money on it.
Yeah, I know the least about music of anyone here, and for some stupid reason, I sing most of the songs.
But
I don't know what
has
happened.
the best like instinct. Like for somebody who's not educated on it, like he's a musician. Like he naturally, instinctively knows it. He is just
Right.
instinct.
I don't
Like,
even know notes by name.
I
like
think what
by
makes us
letter
stick
and shit.
out
I
is
can't read
because he's
music
so
or tabs.
unorthodox. He wants
Yeah.
to use chord progressions he hasn't heard. So I like
I
that.
try to be
We
weird.
we don't sound like anything else
Just
because
I have
he doesn't
ADD,
want
I
to copy
can't.
anything.
I'm bored.
But you're also original.
yeah,
I
you're
get
very
bored.
original.
I get bored too easily. I gotta.
Like if you want to hear a 154 band, go see this other band. But like if you want to hear something weird, go listen to us. You know.
Actually, yeah, we do
There you
have
go.
weird music. We have really interestingly built music, and it's really cool because I do like to think, in my very humble opinion, that we have a unique sound.
I can't think of who else
You guys
sound
really
like,
do.
So.
I mean, I wish. I'm so sorry.
I'm agreeing because I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen to this after this.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so
Sorry.
disappointed.
Yeah, he's gonna be like,
know,
man,
honestly,
they're so full of shit. Fuck those guys. We're never inviting them again.
It's gonna be
Don't
comments from my
influence
personal. How
it.
fucking dare you?
Man,
Listen
this
to
Ryan G
the-
guy is really pissed. I wonder who that
Like,
is.
listen to the last song on the EP. It's the only good song I wrote.
Oh
Like
my
they did
God.
some good songs. Too,
No,
but-
honestly, just imagine yourself at a show and that you're in a mosh pit and that you're moshing really hard because that's what makes us happy. When we play a show and we see people moshing and moving, like that fucking makes my day.
But like not
Yeah.
overly aggro. Like don't
Yeah.
hurt people
Yeah,
moshing.
like supportive
we're all here to
moshing.
have fun.
Yeah.
I get
Like,
into
we're gonna
it,
bump
yeah.
you, but
Like,
we're gonna
people
help you
fuck
if you
me
fall
up and I
down.
have to
blowing
get
off
pulled up by an
steam, but
ambulance
without
because I'm
hurting.
Right?
Those days are
happened.
behind me.
Yeah.
If I were to say what are like the best songs in our EP, I would say Rose Garden is definitely one of them. I would say
Rabbit Teeth.
Rabbit Teeth. Oh,
That's
it's
not on the
it's not
EP
in the EP,
though.
but it is one
We
of
haven't
the best
recorded
songs.
that yet.
Next album.
Actually, I think
We'll record
Lighthouse.
that soon. That's a good
Lighthouse
song
it has
too, yeah.
such great lyrics, man. Like Lighthouse is so good, and what's the other one that I think would be? Oh, Death Machine. I'd say those would be like my top three. So Rose Garden, Lighthouse,
That's a good choice.
and Death Machine.
That's a good-
Those are like my top three in
Yeah,
that
that's a
EP.
good trio.
Yeah. So
I have a starting
Yeah.
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
And
I
you
mean,
guys can
the-
check them out too.
So the
everywhere.
whole EP is like 10 minutes. It's like 9 songs in 10 minutes. So
Oh,
there's
shit,
not
okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
there's
it's
not a
super
lot
quick.
to
It's not
There
too
you
much
go.
of your time.
Yeah.
like it
Oh, there you
sucks,
go.
but it's over quickly. Kind of like my performances in the bedroom.
Well, you know, actually, I'm sorry, one more thing. When we first started as a band, the first song we played as a legitimate band, it was a song called Premature Ejaculation. It was,
Oh, stub my toe.
yeah, and Stub My
My
Toe
Toe.
too. They were like 4 or 5 second songs.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Go check them out. Do all the stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Who cares about that? Peace out, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us, man.
You're
Thank
always
you guys.
welcome
We
here.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Always
Yes,
fucking
anytime.
welcome. We should try to fucking find a way for you guys to play on the show.
That would
kinda cool.
In a bit. That'd be super sick to
That'd
do.
be cool.
I mean, we
Yeah.
fit in this room
We could, yeah. Gotta pad the walls. a
if the
little.
bar's
Yeah.
okay with it.
Oh, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, we'll have to ask.
Oh fuck yeah, we're somewhere right now.
Yeah,
That's true.
We aren't just in a room
We're
in the
in
middle of
public.
nowhere. Like you walk out and it's just desert.
Fuck, I forgot. We're in
It's
a
like
fine
that, like
establishment.
it's like that, like fake Prada and Marfa. You just walk out, and it's just nothing.
Yeah, that's what the studio is.
Cool, man. Well, that's fun, man. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, was that the cut?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, and
I'm gonna cut it right now.
right now.
Just to add what you said is at the cut. And
All
then
right, now I'm
I'll
gonna
cut
add gratuitous, like inappropriate sounds.
Oh yeah.
Put all that at the beginning. It'll get the viewers ready.
Oh, that's yeah.